In this video, we are going to talk about adjustable rate mortgages. What an adjustable rate mortgage is that it starts off its first year or two um, at a low interest rate, and then it balloons to a higher interest rate uh, after the introductory interest rate is over. So you'll hear this a lot of times with credit cards that advertise a introductory interest rate. Same thing with mortgages. You can get this with student loans, all kinds of different types of debt. Play this game with advertising an introductory interest rate, and then it adjusts. And this ARM, this adjustable rate um, mortgage here um, may actually be tied to whatever the prime value is that's set by the um, the central bank. So, um, anyways, watch out for these. They're very tricky to try to calculate what's going on, but we're going to have some very simple questions here, making some assumptions that early on in our loan payments that pretty much the entire payment is going to interest, um, and that we're really not paying down the principal much at all, if at all, in the first month, um, actually the first year or so of the loan. So let's go ahead and let's look at this 30-year loan that has a 4.5% interest rate. And then we get uh, an option for a adjustable rate mortgage that also is 30 years, but the first year we're going to pay 2.5% instead. So what would our savings be approximately in the first year for getting the adjustable rate mortgage? We would be paying 2% less. So what's 2% of the $180,000? That's 0.000036. That's $3,600 a year. But we want to look at the monthly savings. So we're going to take the entire year's savings roughly and divide it by 12, and it's going to be a savings of about $300 a month for the first year, because during that year we're basically not paying down any principal in either of these situations. Now, after that time, when the rate goes up, then we're actually going to be paying much more, 2% more in the uh, for the payments. And those payments, there's many more payments that are at the high interest rate than are at the low interest rate. So this is something to use that introductory rate to get people to sign up for the loan, and then a few months or years into the loan, the interest rate balloons, we call it, and your payments go up drastically. So watch out for that in the fine print. We're going to look at the other side of this now, with the ARM now ballooning from 4% to 7%, and compare that to the, I'm sorry, from 2% to 7%, and compare that to the 4% interest rate of the fixed rate. So we are paying 3% more on $120,000. So that again is $3,600 a year. And so we're roughly paying $300 a month more after the rate balloons here, which is in the third year, I believe. Yes, at the start of the third year. So again, be aware of these. You're going to run into a lot of mortgages do this. Like I said, credit card advertisements are based off of this lots of times, and all kinds of other debt, including student loan debt, will do this, that you'll pay one rate for a while, and then in the fine print it will say, oh, after a certain amount of time the interest rate is going to adjust to this this higher interest rate if you don't pay it off within the first so many years. All right. These are just estimates and assumptions that we made by assuming that we really weren't paying off any principal early on. That's not exactly true, but the calculations to figure out exactly what's going to happen are quite messy to account for the compound interest and paying down the principal and all that. So we would have software systems that would do that for us if we needed to get really precise answers in this situation. But this is just a quick and easy way for us to give ourselves an estimate of how to compare a fixed rate option to an adjustable rate option, by assuming that early on we're not going to be paying any of the principal down and all of the payment is going towards interest. All right. That's it for this section on loans, credit cards, and mortgages. We'll be talking about something else. Want to see you for the next set of videos.